Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good afternoon, I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Joshua Franson. We've already warmed up to about the mid to upper 80s as this warm front continues to traverse across our area. And we've been left pretty much sunny, and we will be sunny throughout the day as not much cloud cover is expected until later on in the evening along this warm front. As you can see, these clouds beginning to build up here along our northern portions of the viewing area, because that will eventually allow a storm complex to ride along the front late tonight into tomorrow morning, which may actually pose a severe risk, mainly for wind, if any of these storms can remain strong as they progress across our area. So that'll be something to watch out for late tonight into early tomorrow, as if these storms pose any severe risk. But they'll be out of here by about 9 a.m. tomorrow, maybe 8 a.m. as that complex continues to progress. But however, we are still looking to remain mostly clear to partly cloudy tomorrow, which will allow us to heat up even more. And as we see, another front comes along in this cold front here, but we're not expecting much relief out of this front or much rain to keep us cooler. So tomorrow is going to be another hot one, even into the evening hours overnight, as we're seeing lows in the mid to the lower 70s, which is still quite uncomfortable during the evening. We will see storms behind this cold front, though, late Wednesday morning or early Wednesday morning. We will see another complex of storms move through the southern portions of our viewing area, which will provide us a little bit more relief, but that we're going to have to wait for that. We're going to have to wait till Wednesday morning. Overall, though, that will move out and we'll be left with mostly cloudy skies later Wednesday morning, and then further ahead, we should begin to see those temperatures drop off. So for today, we can expect a level 2 severe weather risk, mainly as that system progresses across the northern portion of our viewing area and along that warm front. Maybe a level 1 further south if any storms can get further enough south, but we're expecting it to remain heavily capped here where storms won't be able to break through, and it just can only happen mainly up here where it's lesser capped because it's cooler technically the north aloft where all this heat's building. So primarily a wind risk, maybe a little bit of a hail risk, but overall nothing too major as of now. Heat index, though, today is our primary concern because that's going to go up. Monday, 3 p.m., we're seeing about 113. In fact, we're seeing in the teens all across our viewing area. So very dangerous heat. Make sure you're staying hydrated and you're staying in air conditioning instead of being out in the sun, because it's going to feel very warm out there. It's going to be scorching. And then into the night, when we do finally get the cool off into the evening, we're still seeing temperatures in the mid to upper, even 80 degrees for low temperatures, which is quite warm for at night. A little further north, you might be a little bit cooler as those storms move through, maybe providing some outflow to keep you colder. That's cold air from thunderstorms, and that might help you guys out. But overall, as we go further into the day on Tuesday, we once again see it completely heat up. We're seeing 113 out in Washington, 110 in Iowa City, and then a little cooler further north, but still in the mid to upper 90s, so quite warm out there. This will cool off into tomorrow evening, but once again, we're expecting to see temperatures in the lower 70s, which is still uncomfortable for this time of year. Our dew points are in the 70s, which is not good because that makes it feel quite sticky outside. As we're sitting at 77 today, we slowly drop off a little bit Tuesday, but we remain in these 70s till about Thursday before we finally plummet on Friday as another system is expected to move through and finally provide us the cooling we need to get out of this heat. But our heat index, though, 114 Monday, very warm. Make sure you're watching your temperatures and make sure you're staying indoors because of how hot it is and not staying out in the sun for super long. We will drop off a little bit Tuesday, but still another yellow alert day due to the intense heat. Wednesday, Thursday, still warm, but a little bit better, sitting at 94, 93. And then Friday, we finally actually feel like our air temperature, instead of making it feel quite sticky and very uncomfortable outside. So heat risk potential Monday, we're going to be sitting at mostly an extreme risk across parts of our area. Then into Tuesday, we drop off a little bit. We still have a major risk across, I'd say the most of our viewing area, and then the northwestern portions are just bordering on the moderate category. But Iowa City is still in an extreme on Tuesday. Further ahead, we finally see it begin to clear out Wednesday, still that moderate across the southern half of our viewing area, and then minor to the north, and then this will eventually progress and carry out throughout the rest of the week, so we finally cool down by about Thursday into Friday. But overall, still quite the hot week ahead of us, but we will have a nice weekend ahead, as we can see here on Saturday and Sunday, as we have basically no heat risk. So for today, you can expect your highs to be in the upper 90s, mid to upper 90s, and then mostly sunny skies. So make sure you're watching out for the sun, especially with the heat and humidity this high. Winds will be out of the southwest at 5 to 15 and won't provide much relief. It'll almost feel like somebody blowing a hairdryer in your face. And then into tonight, we'll be sitting in the, let's say, lower 70s, maybe mid 70s further south. But if you're a little more north, like we said earlier, with those outflow boundaries, you might stay a little bit cooler, but isolated storms and maybe mostly clear to the south. Isolated storms for the northern portions of our viewing area. City by city forecast showing us that we are expected to remain warm throughout the middle of the week till about Wednesday, where maybe that rain helps cool us off just a little bit, but with the humidity, we'll probably still feel like 90 in most places. And then finally, by Thursday on our 10-day forecast, we see the temperatures drop just a little more and a chance at storms. And then we cool off into the weekend and have a very nice start to September.